Hey y'all, and welcome right on back.
You will hurt somebody.
Alright. You'll hurt somebody. So we've got complete off-limits theater. What's this? No, I don't care about the... What's this though? Ugh, fine.
Sounds very good. See
Nothing on last found.
Keep moving.
When did they close the puppet shop? It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more. The ones that look like dogs?
Click, click. Well, I could put that in. Let's stealth to capture this. Okay, so fortify, capture, 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 fortify, 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 capture, 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 capture. Now I'm gonna capture the searcher.
Access granted.
I mean, I might as well get more experience for dealing with this crud. Fuck your trash can. Wow, you're really not gonna let me throw it? Rude. Nice plane, though.
This traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive.
You're not stopping me from getting in here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Come on. Stop worm, because I need it. Stop worm again, because I need it. It's going to be a close one if I can at all. It's actually not. Son of a bitch.
Access denied.
Ugh, that is an impressive lock. Well, you're not going to stop me from getting in it. What we got up here? While I wait for the lock to reset itself. Helipad. Helipad, hella rad.
Safety is the primary concern.
Okay.
Especially.
Alright. Well, stealth program. What's this do anyways?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Alright, that's got it. Barely, but it's got it.
Access granted.
Nothing. Money. Ammo.
Augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Turlet. Almost missed it. I'm gonna overcook your food. And one more. Still no idea why people say I'm a menace to society.
So what happened is, things are getting worse here. Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into GOLEM isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into GOLEM City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck Norris?
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to GOLEM City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
GOLEM isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Well, what do we
You
know
ask
about
me,
Rucker?
Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Are you lost? I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
I actually have a lot. Here.
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't expecting. A word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Rizika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of us Ogs.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talos Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I mean, There is that old saying that the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
I'm getting the impression that you see Ark and Talos Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talos years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pacus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
This is my new home. It's a lot to take in at once. I was just looking for a few pointers.
Lesson 1, then. Treat other people with respect and kindness if you can. Don't trust them before you really get to know them.
I mean, that's fantastic advice, no matter where you are.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Fucking can't feel my toes, man.
Someone turn up the damn heat!
I'm at the point that I do not even care about food anymore.
Someone turn up the damn heat. You're standing next to a barrel that's on fire, dude. I don't think it can get much hotter than that. What does this button do?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Fucking can't feel my toes, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to grab this first.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I will try to find you a little something. I promise.
No food, no fucking hope.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to GOLEM City, Clank.
Don't make me beat your ass. I might be restricted from killing people, but that don't mean I won't knock you the fuck out.
Get the hell out of here, Clear.
I was at the pit just now. Did you hear what happened?
We heard the cops showed up and beat some guy to death.
Yes, it was horrible.
Everywhere we go today, cops looking at us sideways, accusing us, assuming we're criminals.
Come see later.
Doing all right?
For the man.
That's what everyone says when they're called.
No real identifiers. You know what? It's this that I was still upgrading. Yeah. Alright, fire rate maxed out. Nice. Ooh, level 5. How fancy. Alright, back in time.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Yeesh, 9. Let's go on and do a stop on that. I'm not making that. Yep, okay. Well, I've got a new plan of how I'm going to get through this. If I had a stealth program, it wouldn't be so bad, but you're not going to stop me from getting in there, as I will get in there next episode. See you soon.